Welcome all the English learners very warmly at Learnsic, our online platform for learning English for better communication and betterment of your life. I'm Dr. Ratan Reule. Once again, I welcome to you for more and more learning. Today, my topic is also sentence. As we started it in my last video, we are working and we are studying with the sentence. Basically, sentence is an expression and sentence is a statement. Sentence is your expression. In this my class, this is we are having this class number 9 and video 9 part 2, because we have already studied sentence, and after that types of sentences. We have done already the one sentence type, that is assertive, which is also commonly known as positive sentence. Second, we have already done that negative sentences, and then today we are going to deal with yes no question. So let's start. Okay, this is our topic of the day, right? This is known as the 3. So look at interrogative sentence, which is also known as yes no questions, right? This is the type 3 or the third type of sentence from English grammar, right? We can call it. So normally, in order to understand what is the structure, what is the function, how you can use this type of sentence, it's a this type of sentence, how you can understand this interrogative sentence. So first thing, it's a very unique kind of a sentence. Interrogative sentence is a very unique kind of a sentence, right? It is used to ask questions. So if we give the what is the role? It is used to ask questions. Are you learning English? So see, this is the first example. So make it very, very clear. This type of sentence, which is known as interrogative sentence, because interrogative means asking, questioning, and inquiry. The meaning of interrogative is asking. You are asking somebody. The meaning of interrogative is questioning, right? It's a kind of a inquiry, questioning. We can say it is a kind of a inquiry, sudpud, inquiry, right? So the first thing is that by using this type of a sentence, by applying, by writing, by speaking this form of sentence, we are asking questions, right? We are asking questions, right? So it is used to ask questions, and the example is, are you learning English, right? So you can give the answer yes or no. If you are learning, you can say yes, I'm learning English. So answer of this question like this. In positive, yes, I'm learning. In negative, you can say that in another way. You can also write another way, negative way. No, I'm not learning. I'm not learning. So see, very clearly now, I hope you have very clearly understood the two things. One, interrogative sentence is a type of sentence, right? It is a one type of sentence. It is a one type of sentence. Another thing is that why we are using interrogative sentence. What is the function? what is the role of our interrogative sentence? To ask questions. Whenever we want to ask some questions from anyone, from teachers, from your parents, from your friends, from your colleagues, from your juniors, from your seniors, from anyone, right? When you want to clarify something, you want to get the answer, you want to ask the time, you want to ask the things and all that. At that time, you use this interrogative sentence for making your speaking good and clarifying your mind, your making your learning very strong. This structure this structure works wonderfully. So now the two things are clear. One, interrogative sentence is one type of sentence from English grammar, right? What is the function? What is the use? What is the utility, right? What is the action done by interrogative sentence for us? The role of interrogative sentence is to ask questions. So we can ask so many questions to anyone, right? And the one example I have given, are you learning English? The enough for questioning. Okay, and answers, you can say that yes, I'm learning, or no, I'm not learning. So very well and very clear. Now we go one step ahead. The thing which I want to tell you, that normally interrogative sentence, they start with helping verb. They start with helping. First is, you have to understand what are the helping verbs. Then after, there will be subject. In the part 2, there will be a subject, and after subject, maybe a main verb or not. It is not compulsory that there will be always main verb. And then after, other words, and at last you can use this question mark, because that is the sign that we are using. So very interesting, very nicely, very happily, you have already learned. I'm damn sure when you are with us, when you are learning online English grammar and going for advanced level, you have done the work very well initially. Now this is a kind of a revision, this is a kind of backup, this is a kind of a refresh, and making your understanding more powerful, more dynamic, and more systematic. So look at that. First we start with the helping verb. Our interrogative sentence starts with helping verb. No, you must know what are the helping verb, like do, does. We have a helping verb like do. We have a helping verb like does, is, am, are, right? And was, were, and so many others are, etc. They are called the helping verbs. And there are many helping verbs from the present tense, there are many helping verbs from the past tense, there are the many helping verbs from the present tense, and there are also English modals. They are also considered as helping verbs. So our sentence, for example, here, I write that does, clear about does, and then subject, does she write a book? Look at, when you study very carefully, right? First, does she write a book? What is it? What is it? I ask. It is an example of interrogative sentence. First thing, example of interrogative sentence 1. Second, function of this sentence. The function, what is the function of this sentence? To ask questions. To ask questions. To ask questions. And that is the second function. And what is the structure? First, what is interrogative sentence? Second, what is the function? And third, what is the structure? What is the formula? what is the pattern, what is the formula, what is the structure of our interrogative sentence. So you can surely say that this does helping verb, because HV is example of helping verb. Now she stands for subject, right? We have a main verb concept in English. We all know that B1, B2, B3, B4 and ing. These all are the examples of the main verbs. And then after other words, or this we call sometimes we call it object, and also and simply you can say other words, right? From here, let's begin from here. Right? So if you divide the sentence into a different parts, you can easily understand, you can easily learn without any doubt, without any confusion. What is it? So right, this is the best example, my dear class, that our interrogative sentence is a one type of sentence from English grammar. And the function of, what is the function of interrogative sentence? To ask questions, right? To inquiry, to ask questions, to inquiry. And what is the structure? So three things: systematically, one type of sentence. Second, to ask questions is the function of interrogative sentence. Third, the structure. Fourth, example and your self-study. And the structure is very, systematically. It starts with helping verb, then subject, then main verb. Sometime if there is a no main verb, no problem, no worries. Then after other words, or which is we call it object or other word. So I just give you one more example of it. Are you a learner? So look at this sentence. Are you a learner? There is no main verb, and it's okay. It's okay. Are, example of helping verb. I write here HV, helping verb. Number two, you is our subject, right? You is our subject. A learner is our other words. There is a no main verb, no problem if there is a no main verb, because we can ask the question without main verb. If we don't have the main verb, no problems, because main verb shows just the action. If there is no main verb, then even then we can ask the question, are you a learner? And what will be the answer? Yes, I'm a learner. If negative, no, I'm not a learner. So what you need to do, you need to answer, you need to understand that one type of sentence, that is interrogative. Function number two, what is the function? To ask questions. Number two thing to learn. Number three, you study, you analyze, you think, and you go through the structure of it. Structure. And what is basically a structure? Very beautiful structure. It starts with helping verb, number one, then subject, then in a bracket I write the main verb, because there can be a main verb or may not be main verb. Then after other words, and at last don't forget to use this question mark, right? So this is a very beautiful structure that it always starts with helping verbs, and then we have a subject, number one part helping verb, number two subject, and this is not compulsory, sometime it can be there or not, and number three. And noticeable things which is that don't forget to put, many of our students, they do not use the question mark at the end of the sentence in interrogative sentence. For example, are you learning, are you learning English? For speaking it is okay. Are you learning English? For speaking it is okay. It does not have any problems. But you should not forget to use insert and put question mark at the end of the sentence, which is the sign of it is a question mark. So are you learning English is an example. So number 4, I have given you examples, right? I have given you this example. And to make your understanding, more powerful, strong, first of all, understand what are the helping verbs. That in my previous video I have explained very well what is, am, are, does, do, all that. And obviously you are mature enough, you are in this stage now, you all people know that what are the helping verbs. And it starts with the helping verb and the subject, noun or pronoun. We all know that. We have done a very much exercise that subject is only noun and pronoun. Noun and pronoun. Then the main verb concept is there. Sometime there is a main verb according to helping verb. That is, according to the helping verb there is a relation. And then other words. So this is an example with all things. Otherwise, another examples I can quote here. I can write here. Was he a good boy? So look at this sentence. Was he a good boy? So everything was from past tense. Was is an example of helping verb. Subject is he. A good student, other words. They are the examples of other words. So we do not have here main verb, no B1, no B2, no B3. And without main verb, you can ask questions. Don't worry about it. So this is, the fantastic one. And quickly, I ask you few questions in order to motivate you or in order to make you learn English very powerfully. Do you have a great idea? Do you have a great idea? Right? Do you have a great idea? Do you love learning English? Do you feel happy? Do you feel happy daily? Are you a genius? Just try to were you a good leader? Just answers them in yes no questions, right? Either in yes or no. That is the way. And do very seriously if you are able to answer all these questions. Definitely. Do you have a great idea? If yes, or if not, not. Do you love learning English? Say, I think very proudly and positively say yes. Do you feel happy daily? Yes, say, I feel happy because I am a human being. I can do everything. And are you a genius? You can say, yes, I'm a genius because I'm learning. And were you a good leader? So these are the 5 questions which are asked by me, which are written by me on our board to exercise and to adopt and to answer successfully. If you are able to answer all these questions and check your ability, check your creativity, and write very positively about them. So, and my dear class, it is also said, and it is a proven fact, that if you are very good at questioning, you are a very good learner. So this is suggest that if यदि you are good at good at questioning, you are good at English. So I write here one line in imperative sentence: try to ask as many try to ask as many as questions, try to ask as many questions daily. This is my tip for better learning and your improvement, that keep asking the questions from yourself, from others, from everyone and from everywhere, but remember, very positively and very sincerely. Thank you so much, class, for learning this beautiful video on interrogative sentence. Thank you.